Finally, when Washington was elected in long-term, everybody wanted him to go again, and he said, no, I'm not going to go. Give somebody else a try. He was a great president, so I'm willing to good guy and leave early to get rid of all the creeps that overspend their wealth. I'd rather have the turnout. Remember, the senators, the way the Constitution is set up, the senators are going to be appointed by the state legislature, and they were there for 6 years trying to get people. It was initially thinking that they would be there for one term, and the House was given 2-year terms because they thought there'd be a lot of turnover, because they figured people would go for a couple of years and leave. That's what they thought. But you know what? But if we abide by the Constitution, there'd be no legislation to pass. I don't want all this legislation. The Constitution is, what, a dozen pages? Follow it. There shouldn't be any. We should not be passing new bills. In fact, if I run for Senate, I'm not going to introduce one new bill. All I'm going to do is introduce bills to repeal what's there. I don't want any new rules and regulations. There's too many that already exist. Well, let's finish this up yet, but we got to cut spending. And now the taxes are already, creeping back. I mean, but even the tax cuts were small. The taxes are still too high. Well, of course. These higher taxes coming on income, on higher earners, coming from small business and entrepreneurs. And what do higher taxes mean on entrepreneurs? That means fewer businesses that get created, fewer businesses expand, more go out of business. That means less production, a weaker economy, fewer jobs. Everybody suffers. And now what do they say? Oh, the economy is worse. We need to raise taxes even more, and it's just a vicious cycle. And the states are going to make the mistake. Connecticut's raising taxes. Fine. Businesses leave the state. Businesses leave the country. I know, I make that argument. There was no income tax here 20 years ago, but the schools were here, the roads were here, the fire department was here. What do we got now in Connecticut that we didn't have before the income tax? We've got a bigger deficit and bigger bureaucracy. But the public isn't benefiting from the income tax. We're suffering. It's a fiscal disaster. Good luck with the race.